Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right and still feel like something's missing? In a quiet American suburb where the lawns are trimmed and everyone's calendar is full, lived a young man named Kabir. He was smart, ambitious, driven, the kind of person people admire for having it all together. He had a stable job, a busy social life, stayed on top of every new tech trend, and was always chasing the next opportunity. But behind that polished exterior, Kabir was drowning. His mind never rested. He was constantly glued to his phone, checking emails, notifications, social media. He compared himself to his peers, people buying houses, launching startups, traveling the world. He feared falling behind in a world that never slowed down. He didn't want just success. He wanted perfection. But all he felt was anxiety, stress, and mental fatigue. He craved happiness, but the more he chased it, the further it seemed to slip away. One Sunday, overwhelmed and restless, Kabir went for a walk at a nearby park. Among the joggers and families playing catch, he noticed something unusual. An old man sitting on a wooden bench, slowly tossing breadcrumbs to birds. There was something in the man's posture, in his eyes, a kind of stillness Kabir hadn't seen in a long time. He looked free, not just relaxed but peaceful, untouched by the chaos of modern life. Curiosity pulled Kabir closer. He asked, "Sir, you look so calm, so content. How do you stay that way in a world like this?" The old man smiled, his eyes warm like a grandfather's, and said, "Son, life only feels complicated because we make it that way. Sit down. Let me tell you a story." Many years ago, in a quiet countryside village, there lived a farmer named Mohan. He wasn't rich. He didn't have followers or a 5-year plan, but he was genuinely happy. Every day he'd wake up with the sun, tend to his crops, eat lunch with his family, and go to bed smiling. He didn't multitask. He didn't check notifications. He simply lived. One day, a wealthy businessman from the city visited the village. He saw Mohan working in the fields and approached him. "Why live like this?" he asked. "You should grow your business, buy more land, hire people. You could be rich." Mohan smiled gently and replied, "And then what?" The businessman said, "Well, then you could build a big house, travel, maybe even retire early." Mohan nodded. "And after all that," the man answered, "then you could finally relax and enjoy your life." Mohan chuckled. "But that's exactly what I do now. I wake up without stress, I work with my hands, I eat with my family, I fall asleep peacefully. Why should I complicate my life, only to come back to the same peace I already have?" The businessman stood, silent, realizing he'd been racing in circles, chasing a happiness that Mohan had already found, right here, right now, in simplicity. As the old man finished his story, Kabir sat quietly, letting the words sink in. The old man continued, "People today are in a hurry to impress, to prove, to collect achievements like trophies, but in doing so, they forget to live." Kabir asked a little defensively, "But sir, don't we need to hustle to succeed in this world?" The man nodded. "Yes, work hard, build your dreams, but don't lose your soul in the process. Hustle doesn't have to mean chaos. You can work hard and live simply." Then, with a thoughtful pause, he offered 7 timeless principles that changed Kabir's life forever. Prioritize what matters most. Your job is important, but your peace, your relationships, your health, those are priceless. If you lose them in the process, what are you really gaining? Declutter your life. Not just your home, but your mind, your calendar, your social circle. Let go of toxic people, unnecessary drama, and digital noise. Stop comparing yourself. Social media shows highlights, not reality. Focus on your path, your timing, your growth. Live in the present. Yesterday is memory, tomorrow is a guess, but now is all you truly have. Savor the small joys, a warm cup of coffee, laughter with a friend, a sunset walk. Happiness is not a grand destination. It's in these little everyday miracles. Do one thing at a time. A cluttered mind is like a browser with too many tabs open. Close them. Focus. Be fully present in each task. tame your desires. The more you want, the more you suffer. Practice contentment while still pursuing progress. Kabir went home that day, changed. He didn't quit his job or run off to the mountains, but he started saying no more often. He turned off notifications during dinner. He stopped obsessing over followers and focused on real connections. He started living, not just existing. Months passed. Kabir felt lighter, more alive. His career didn't fall apart. Ironically, it flourished. Because with a clear mind and a full heart, he became more focused, more creative, more resilient. Years later, Kabir became a motivational speaker, inspiring others to simplify, to amplify, to stop chasing noise and start listening to what truly matters. He learned a truth that changed his life and could change yours too. Happiness doesn't come from adding more. It comes from needing less. Look around you. What if everything you've been searching for is already within reach? What if the peace you seek isn't at the end of your goals, but underneath the clutter you've been carrying? It's not about escaping the world. It's about changing how you live in it. So I ask you, what's one thing you can simplify today? Leave a comment below and let's start a conversation. Tag someone who needs to hear this. Like and share if this story gave you a moment of clarity. Remember, life is already simple. We're the ones who complicate it. Choose peace. Choose presence. Choose simplicity.